We're back. We're doing big things. All right. What do you want? You want 1.33 coal per second, and you give me graphite. Okay. That's not bad. I can do that. Coal per second. Look at that. We got coal right here. If I put one there, I can't access that. There we go. We got all of it except for one piece. 4 enemies. That should be fine. Wave 12. I think it'll be fine. See what you look like. You don't look like anything crazy. I need to separate inputs versus outputs. Where do I want this outputting? I think downward? I don't know. Trying to plan, but I don't remember how this works at all. We're just going to do 4 of these. No, I didn't mean to get rid of that router. So we'll do inputs, inputs, inputs. Do these require power? Why are they not? They require power. Yes, they do. I do have coal right here to where I could supply them with power. Okay. I think I want a single power grid though, even if it is a long ways away. So if I look at a node, still showing positive power so far, with 20k stored. These also require... I knew it wasn't that simple. Coal per second output. Wait. Compresses coal into graphite. No, don't build that. Why does it show something is missing? These aren't the right things. What have I built? I built the silicon smelters. I meant to build... No! Why are you here? Stop! Stop! Okay, I was able to distract a little bit. We have graphite. Did that unlock new research? It did. A scorch. Burns any ground enemies close to it. Highly effective at close range. Requires 600 graphite. That's all that unlocked? Really? Okay. I have 59 seconds. I do have to go check what happened to my defenses there. I really need to check that. But I'd like to get this coming in. Oh, my mess of a base. We're doing it. I have 4k copper, so I'm maxed out on that at least. Okay, let's go see what's happening with defense. Huh, it's all intact. That enemy came through some other spot or something. No. How did it make it to right here? I don't understand. Let's go see where these enemies spawn. They spawn up here. I don't see how they snuck by. Maybe just because they overwhelmed me. These don't have ammo, which I would expect they would. That's my problem. I just got blown up. Also, this copper is backed up. What am I doing? That's not what I meant to do. I heard gunfire. That does scare me. There. I don't know if that's good. That's probably still overfilling it. Okay. Apparently, I survived. Things did get destroyed a little bit, but not much. Graphite's still being mined. The big thing is I need more copper. Yeah, these aren't all filling up yet, which is because there's not enough copper coming in. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Let's give me one more miner right there. All right. This copper is going to come in at the bottom of these distributors. And they all chain into each other. Crap, that's a bunch of enemies. This copper's taking too long. Just kind of distracting them so that they don't break that. Failing to distract them. I don't think this secondary outpost is going to make it. We'll do a second row, another row, more routers. This needs to be a router. That was barely hanging in there. Good thing I didn't tear down this second group. Okay. I have 47 seconds. We're fine. Everything is fine. Let's come back up here. I should have copper coming in at least now. I need better guns than this. I also need more copper coming in. Okay, so that should help a tiny bit. I need even more copper. It's not much, but it's something. We'll take it. Just a scrap of copper. You know what? I'll take it. I just need more copper going into the guns than they fire each wave. Okay, I do see these filling up on ammo at least a little bit. If I could also fill them with liquid, that would help. Come on. Okay, good. If we look at this, with water, it does 1.2 times fire rate. That's not the best, but it's something. With graphite, it slows down, but it does 4 times ammo modifier, 18 damage instead of 9. I don't know what these ammo modifier or multipliers mean. Does it mean it eats that much more? Targets air, targets ground. Firing rate 3 per second. Inaccuracy range. I don't know. Okay. There's a tiny bit more copper right here. Ideally, I want to see these lines getting backed up. Like, I know the anti-air is fine because the lines are backed up. Speaking of which, just in case air ever comes to attack me, I could build more of these. But air doesn't have to come through this choke point. I think it can just fly straight over the mountain, in which case I'd be in big trouble. I would need air somewhere over here in theory, maybe? I don't know. I have a good amount of lead, so it's not like I have to send this back to my base. I think just in case anything crazy happens, I want a few of these. That's what I'm going with. Using distributors isn't the best way to fuel them again, but it'll work. They'll get fueled. Eventually. You will get ammo, right? Right, they all have ammo. Perfect. And we're backed up. You love to see it. I could get more coal. So I have a good amount of graphite coming in. I've got coal. I should move on to the next product that I have to create. We're at wave 17. The walls are holding. So for this one, I think I need sand. Yes. 3 sand per second. Where do I get sand? I think it's just like a ground tile. I don't think it's a resource. I don't know where to get sand. What was the other thing that I could make too? It was like pyrite. Pyrite. There might not be sand on this map, but that feels strange. Could be the case. Nothing is standing out to me. Huh. It's not good. All right, so the other one. What do you want? You also want sand, lead, coal. I don't know what this does. I think it's just used as ammo for something. Arc. Arc is good, I think. Potentially. Arcs of electricity. I like that I don't have to feed these ammo. They just use power. My power is positive. I think they eat large amounts of power, though. But Oh no, I thought they were long range. They're not. Still gonna get one. Still gonna get a few probably. Let's look at their actual stats. So these ones use 198 power units per second. So they eat through power. Fire range isn't great. What's their damage? Target's ground. Shock for 8 seconds. 20 damage. They do building damage. Yeah, I think that shocked plus the 20 damage is just good stuff. But they do burn through my power when I'm stuck on just coal generators. Could get more coal generators. I've got a weird thing going on right now where this one feeds into this. It can create like a circle loop, which is not good. Instead of that, we'll just put another router there. Which really means I could just have a belt here. Cool. 12 enemies. I like it when there's a couple faster units that run out in front. That's a lot of coal right here. Huh. I kind of want that. The health is good on all of my walls except for this corner one. I think those lightning towers are helping a lot. Power's still going way up, especially now that I added a third one. I could add more of those lightning guns in here. Scorch. Let's look at a Scorch. Close range. What do you use for ammo? You use pyrite. 6 times ammo multiplier, 60 damage pierce burning for 10 seconds. If I use pyrite, I can feed it with coal. The pierce might be interesting. There might be heavily armored units that would be very helpful for. Or there might not. I'm not sure. I would have to feed you coal, which is a pain. There is a bunch of coal. This is sand. No, no, no. It totally is. You hate to see it. When things spawn in, it just instantly destroys anything in that circle. Those are suicide bombers. I was going to say, if I just build some stuff for those to be able to destroy. I got destroyed, but I deflected some of their shots. I'm figuring things out. My graphite's pretty slow and pretty low. What happened to these? How did those get destroyed? Huh. Doesn't matter because my anti-air towers aren't firing at all. I do think that I need to at least get some of this sand. I have a minute. So ideally, I would like this to route down here. I'd like things not to try and fire on these. How do I do that? I can't really. All I can think of is if this isn't their best path, maybe they'll avoid this and go up instead. If they have a better path. Which I think is true. So this is where I think I want the bridge conveyor coming from here to here. Maybe. So that I can go underneath a wall. So that they don't see a weak point that they can easily get through. It instantly destroyed those, and they do see a weak point right now, and that's a suicide bomber. They're just going to destroy all of my stuff, and then they're going to destroy me. This is fine. So who knows if this will actually work. Probably be better just to try and defend this, but right now I just want the sand coming out. Okay, so I do have sand coming out. Problem being, it's still going to be coming right through a danger zone. But it's coming through a danger zone where the enemies are going to be distracted by turrets and walls more than anything else. Because this is an energy turret, it doesn't actually need that router that I had in there. So ideally, I would shield this a bit. It's kind of a waste of copper, but I have like unlimited copper. I could be sending that coal down. I don't really need to. Bridge conveyor. Look at that, we've got sand coming in. Was there a better place to get sand? Okay, they just walked right over. These are super tall units that can just walk right over walls. Of course there are. And they leave behind fire. I need water sprayers to put out the fire. I remember this. Huh. The sand production's still kind of going. This would be a good time for me to pause and get my silicone and pyrite up and running. Just so that I can unlock more research, but whatever. Okay, so I need some coal for this, I think. I'm using all of that coal. There's a tiny bit right here, which is at least something. Okay, sand is coming, yes. Let's get at least a couple miners for coal. Things are happening. Slow progress, but it's progress. Okay, I would like you. Where? I think I want to try 4 of those, but there's no way I can actually supply 4. Whatever. It's good enough. So how do I do this? I want you to be a router, a conveyor. So it's F. What am I doing? That. this one. Is that right? I think so. Why is there sand on those? I think it should just be coal on those. Okay, now I think it should just be coal on those. And then I think these just need power. What am I doing? Okay. Let's get these some power. There should be a power line coming through somewhere. Right there. What have I done? Okay, you. Can't I manually connect this somehow? There we go. Why are these not creating stuff? You there. You want input of coal, input of sand. Because my sand and my coal are screwed up because I have the routers right next to other lines when I mean to do junctions there. That's what I want to do. Copy this, put it back down. I think I'm still just clearing out the old lines. This is a junction into a router, going through a junction. I think this is correct. I'm just clearing out the routers. Hey, that's looking correct. I don't have much coal incoming. These don't have power to them. Why do they not have power? Because I didn't finish building those. Look at that. We've got silicone. Let's go run it to the base. Okay, one problem. I didn't see any pop-ups saying you have new research available. That's concerning. Where is my base? And yeah, if I had mixed lines, then any lines that were going by lead and copper or scrap would be backed up right now because the core can't actually take more of those. Things would be jamming. What is this mess? Okay. I still have lots of inputs. It's just getting to them at this point. I can't run right next to miners. I could, I would just have to use junctions to do it. We're doing it. Things are happening. Bam, we're in. Finish building. Look at all that beautiful sand is no longer incoming because the enemies destroyed it. 10 enemies remaining. They just run right over my stuff. I should put a repairer up here. I don't think the repairer will rebuild, but at least it would repair. It might just get destroyed. Sector captured. I did it. I completed the 25 waves that I needed to, which I think means I don't have to defend anymore. Look at that. My repairer is working. We got some sand going. So now I could mine all of the sand forever and ever. Unlimited sand. If I actually connected the belts. They destroyed so much of my junk. At some point, I can get robots that will rebuild destroyed things for me too. Look at all the sand I could be getting. We're talking about stupid amounts of sand. Like fill up multiple lines, which I don't want to run multiple lines, so it's stupid to put down that many miners. Whatever. We can at least have one fully saturated line. Super saturated line. Problem is, I'm not supplying nearly enough coal. If I wanted to get more coal, I'd get it from the same place as the sand, really. There was massive amounts of coal up here. Right there. Again, stupid amounts. My favorite amounts. That's already enough. That wall didn't really do what I wanted anyways. And that was when there were still enemies on the map. Now there are not. What am I doing? We're making a mess. As usual. Perfect. Not perfect. Not perfect. Perfect. Perfection. This is what perfection looks like. I can't place this next to a router. I could if I build junctions there. Junctions keep things from mixing with their neighboring tiles. I can speak. Bam! I've done it. Yeah, the way that these routers work, it'll feed the most to the first one, half as much to the next one, half again to this next one, and half again to this one. So really, I should have it coming into this center router if I want it to be at least somewhat more egalitarian. But I'm not splitting up the coal in the same way right now. I probably should be. I think these power lines work. I'm not sure. Do you have power? It doesn't show them full on power, which is concerning. It could just be because I don't have excess power anymore. It's weird though, because I have a lot stored in the batteries. I don't know if this is like set up as two separate nodes. I guess I could have checked. Plus, minus 63,000. Who knows? These are a mess right now. They're a mess because I put this into the wrong area. It needs to go into one of... This is what I get for trying to make things Better. We're going to clear all that. Copy this. The problem being there might be a bunch of junk still in the routers. Clear it again. Copy this. This is way worse. What have I done? Coal's going into this. No, yeah. That's feeding into this one, which feeds into this one. You're feeding into this one. This should be fine. Yes, it's totally fine. They were just clogged with junk. Look at this. It's beautiful. It's a work of art. Coal, sand, coal, sand. Ideally, this line would be coming in. Stop. Okay, good. Right here. Except, why is this junction feeding sand out? Because this is a router. I can fix this. Having a little bit of sand mixed in with the coal seems to be fine as long as it's not enough to like clog these up. So if I look at the silicon production, it consumes twice as much sand as it does coal. No, because it eats 1.5, yeah. Yes, it does. So really, I would want 2 lines of sand coming in for every 1 line of coal. And that still might not be the right amount. Who cares? I kind of care, but not really. If I go to research, everything is locked except for you, a solar panel. Let's go. Free power. Illuminator emits light. That doesn't sound super useful. Microprocessor runs a sequence of logic instructions in a loop. Can be used to control units and buildings. I don't know if this was in the game before. I don't remember that. I don't remember illuminators either. Solar panels, I think, were. Maybe. Core foundation. Core of the base. Well armored, stores more resources than a shard. I think I want this. But wow, that's expensive. The other thing I can look at is what was left behind. Is any of this stuff that I could make use of? Like, can I get this back to life somehow? I'm guessing not. Huh. Okay. So solar panels would be nice. I could research those right now. That's not where I meant to go. Tech tree, that's where I meant to go. Back. Go into power. What do these cost? They don't cost all that much. They cost power. How much do they generate? These generate 6 power units per second. The other thing does 60. Combustion generator. 60 power units per second. Input coal. 2 seconds. I mean, the nice thing is once these are built, they don't consume any coal. So in the long term, these are amazing. Except there's probably way better stuff. I know there is. So I need 10 of these to equal 1 generator. I have 7, 8, 9, 10. as I slowly get the silicon. We're doing it. Bam! The equivalent of one extra generator. Which is good because my power was going down before that. I had been at 64K stored. We dropped to 61K, so it was dropping pretty slowly. I'm guessing it's positive now. Overall. And I could just get rid of these repairs. And then my power's definitely positive. I could also get rid of these guns. I don't think the guns do anything when they're not firing. I should look at that. No, I think it's only while it's shooting. So that's not bad. These, I think, constantly use power. The other thing I'd like to do is get the next level of miners to mine titanium. Microprocessor. I basically just need more silicone at this point. I could streamline it and get a bunch. I should do that. So with this amount of sand, it does seem like I'm... It is backing up a bit. I think these routers just don't move sand quick enough. If we look at the routers, item capacity 1. A necessary evil using next to production inputs is not advised as they will get clogged by output. Yeah, so that's why I had to space these out a little bit. Distributor. Item capacity 1. The problem is I'm trying to split this one into 4 different spots, and it's not doing it evenly. And this one that is getting the majority of the stuff is able to run at full speed without backing up. So that's telling me that with this amount of sand, I could easily feed it into more things. One way to do that would be just to put a router right here. Split off and go like that. And hopefully that should start. It should at least. No. Really, I need more than one line of sand. They're eating through this line as fast as it supplies it. Yeah, that's all there is to it. You need more sand. These are going to take a while to destroy. I don't actually need to destroy these ones, but whatever, I already put the order in. So I want a second line of sand. No, that's not where I wanted that. Put a distributor right there. At least the conveyors builds really quickly. I should easily end up with 2 fully saturated lines of sand, so that's good. This area is getting a little bit choked up, but we're still fine. This area is getting a little bit choked up, but again, still fine. Everything is getting a little bit choked up. Bam. So ideally, I would want another router here. And to feed this one, that's not the right spot. Another router here, I guess. Okay, so I have 2 things of sand now coming. Is there somewhere that I can see my effective silicon per second, my production numbers? Core database, no. There's so much stuff to unlock. This could be built more compactly. And then I could add it to my schematics. Not that I really need to, but maybe that would make sense. If I was going to do that, what have I done? Okay, let's just copy you. So that's the input. Let's copy you. I think I would only want 2 of these. For the outputs, so if I'm doing this, isn't it R to rotate this? There was a key I could press. I do want to know what that key is. Setting, controls. Where is rotate? Rotate, scroll wheel. Rotate existing, hold R. Scroll wheel works, cool. So that should do it. Right? Yeah. Is there any reason not to just do this like this? There kind of is. Just because you might want to split it off into multiple lines, but I could do that. So if I copy this, save schematic, we want this to be graphite. Caps light off, or caps lock off. Graphite. Let's go. Cool. Costs 60 power, 91 copper, 50 lead. That's pretty cheap. 5x7, 21 blocks. Sweet. Now, I don't know how to actually get that schematic, which is, oh, in schematics. Click it. Bam. Easy game. So that's for that. I could look at my graphite and do the same. Wow, I am slow. We're up to 1.2K silicone. And now I'm actually saturating a belt, it seems. Which is a bit of a problem because that's the main resource I care about, so I don't want to bottleneck this getting into my core. Okay, I need junctions. Junctions don't work on a corner. Junction will also still spread this. Okay, we're just going to avoid those miners because that's way easier. Look at that, good to go. Okay, I'm not full on coal yet, so that won't back up my sending this into the core. This path is going to be super backed up. I could make use of this coal line, but that coal line combines with a different coal line, so that won't really work. I should just establish good habits early, but I'm not going to, because things only get worse the more I play. As far as keeping things neat and clean and tidy. But that's fine. We'll figure it out. Look at how good that is. Is that second line even doing anything? It was, I just needed to build that. Or it will. Really, this distributor should be moved over a bit. I don't even need the distributor. I should just say this goes to this line. In general, I probably shouldn't be using distributors too heavily. I should be avoiding them when possible. Still not getting a sand backup. These could use more sand. That's crazy. I could put a junction here, router here, this here. Distributing the coal evenly isn't as important since it only uses half as much coal. But distributing the sand efficiently does matter. Okay, now this sand is backing up. Will all of the sands eventually back up? I feel like they should. This one's not getting coal because there's a piece. Can I zoom in on there? Is that a piece of silicone? And if so, how did that get there? I screwed something up at some point. Fixed it now. Okay, so this one wasn't actually getting backed up. They still need more sand. So if I look at the belts, these can move 4.1 items per second. So I'm moving in 8.2 per second. If I look at these eat 3 per second. So 4 of these eat 12 per second. So really, I can't even supply 3 of these right now. But if I had a third line of sand, then I would need a second line of coal. And then I could just about perfectly feed 4 of these with 3 lines of sand, 2 lines of coal. It's okay, because I'm already filling up. My graphite isn't really filling up. Where is my graphite? Right here. Graphite's not filling up because I don't have enough coal. And we just said there's excess coal here. I could do this as an overflow. So overflow only goes out the sides when it's full up in front of it. Good stuff. These could be more efficient. For sure. Do these feed one? These don't even need power. What am I doing? Okay. I want to move these up. I could just move these down. Inputs for these could just be like that. So we copy this, save schematics, graphite. What? I saved the other one under the wrong name. So we're going to rebuild you over here. Get rid of that. This one does need power, so I'll leave that there, I guess. Scroll wheel to rotate. Save schematic. Silicone. Let's go. So now, schematics. We've got 2 schematics making progress. Good stuff is happening. I can delete that. I'm almost full up on resources. How am I doing for research? Research. We could get illuminators, microprocessors, which scare me, but let's get them. They lead to switches, a toggleable switch. State can be read and controlled with logic processors. Message stores a message for communication between allies. That sounds like for multiplayer stuff. Memory cell stores information for a logic processor. Eventually, I probably do want to do multiplayer stuff. That might wait until whenever I start streaming, which is probably a ways away from now. Okay, so is that everything unlocked? Except for this, which is very expensive. But I could get there. And that one's produces ground units. Output units can be used directly or moved into reconstructors for upgrading. This is important. Oh, and core foundation, which is very expensive. I don't think I could buy that right now. In between this video and next, so far I've been recording these all at once. I think I'm going to let all of my stuff fill up to 4K. So I'll just let this run AFK. And then I'll come back in a couple days. We'll see what kind of response this has gotten on YouTube, but I'm planning on doing a whole playthrough. If it does really poorly, I might move it to my second channel, but I don't think so because I really like this game. So I plan on trying to make it some of my primary content. For now, that does it for this video. Thanks for watching.